As the Somali fraud scandal explodes out of Minnesota, it is becoming obvious that Somali corruption is ensconced across the entire United States.
For 5 months, we've been investigating what appears to be rampant fraud in a massive state program. A fraud suspected of costing Minnesota taxpayers as much as $100 million a year. Our reporting is based on public records and nearly a dozen government sources who have direct knowledge of what's happening. These sources have a deep fear, and there's evidence to support their concerns that some of that public money is ending up in the hands of terrorists. We begin at Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport, where mysterious suitcases filled with cash have become a fairly common carry-on. It's the morning of March 15th. We're chasing a tip about a man who's leaving the country. Our sources tell us he just took a carry-on bag through security that was packed with $1 million cash. You can do that as long as you fill out one of these government forms. We're told these cloak and dagger-like scenarios now happen almost weekly at MSP International. The money is usually headed to the Middle East, Dubai, and points beyond. Our sources say last year alone, more than $100 million cash left MSP in carry-on luggage.
What we were interested in is where it was going.
The national go-to expert on what's behind these mysterious money transfers is Glenn Kearns. He's a former Seattle police detective who spent 15 years on the FBI's Joint Terrorism Task Force until his retirement.
It's an outright crime. It's unbelievable.
Kearns tracked millions of dollars in cash that was leaving on flights from Seattle. It was coming from hawalas, businesses used to courier money to countries that have no official banking system. Some immigrant communities rely on hawalas to send funds to help impoverished relatives back home. Kearns discovered some of the money was being funneled to a hawala in a region of Somalia that's controlled by the Al-Shabaab terrorist group.
So I talked to a couple sources who had lived in that region, and I said, if money is going to this hawala, do you think it's going to Al-Shabaab? And he said, oh, definitely.
We have just reported you to the police, okay?
Okay, that's fine. I'm not breaking any laws.
You are racist.
I'm not.
Huh?
I'm just asking, is this a child care center?
I know who you are.
Okay, is this a child care
You are
center?
terrorist.
I'm a what?
Yeah. No.
I'm a what? Did you say I'm a terrorist?
You are racist.
How can I enroll my children? It says you get public money through. You get public money through Ohio. You get money through the state of Ohio. This is a money that gets.
There are 539 child care centers in Washington state that list Somali as the primary language. Most don't even give a street address. I don't know how many of these are submitting fraudulent claims for state grants and subsidies, but I have a strong hunch the number is not zero. Being that there are only 14,000 Somalis in Washington state, that equals child daycare for every 28 Somalis. I'll say that again. For every 28 Somalis in Washington state, there is a Somali daycare.
This is going to have implications for the state of Maine in the billions with a B of dollars.
Fraud involving Maine Care. This comes after the Maine Department of Health and Human Services last week temporarily suspended all payments to Gateway Community Services. The organization provides services to immigrants and refugees.
In your professional opinion, what you saw was fraud?
Absolute.
No doubt about it.
No doubt about it.
Two different state audits covering the 2015 to 2018 years found that Gateway overbilled the state $662,000, and the state issued Gateway 2 formal violation notices. But according to the Maine Department of Health and Human Services, they're still trying to recoup over $500,000 of that from Gateway. After our story aired, Gateway called the allegations false. Today, in the statement, they write, Gateway was notified of the state's decision earlier this week and is investigating and gathering information. Gateway stands by its previous statements on these allegations and will continue to cooperate with all oversight agencies as it has done in the past. And important to note, In the House oversight demands for certain banking reports, they list as persons of interest the company's founder and CEO, Abdullahi Ali, a Somali American who, while at the time serving as executive director for Gateway, last year ran for president, which is essentially governor of Jubaland, a state in Somalia's south that borders Kenya.
A Democrat from South Portland, Representative Decca DeLocke, is the former assistant executive director of Gateway and currently sits on the Appropriations and Financial Affairs Committee. Republicans say they will ask for the removal of DeLocke from that committee.
We believe that that is a serious conflict, that someone under investigation by Congress with this level of fraud should sit on that committee.
waxaan kaloo idinkula dardaarmi lahaa insha Allah haddii aynu Soomaalinahay inaynu maaragtay wax wada qabsano dalkii ka fikirno dalkii wax tarno oo maaragtay haddii aynu dalka dibadiisa aynu joogno ama gudihiisaba aynu mar walba maaragtay aynu ka fikirno sidii aynu dalka horumarintiisa uga fikiri lahayn especially dadkeena jooga maaragtay qurba joogta ah.
I was just calling with some good news. We were able to secure the $500,000 for the Afghan Center. It really is. It was.
We need more good news right now. Thank you so much.
I was calling to share some good news. We were able to pass some funding bills, and we were able to get that $1 million for Cabby in there.
Oh my gosh, that's great news.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing the bill and for your support of Cabby, and we're just so excited to see how this impacts Urban Center and the community, and yeah, we really appreciate it.
Oh, of course, congratulations, and I look forward to celebrating with you all soon.
Thank you very much.
I was calling to let you know that we just passed the funding bills, and the Three Rivers Park request was funded to $1.6 million.
Yeah, that's very, very excited. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it.
Of course,
I
just
appreciate